It must be getting towards the end of the filming day because I'm starting to do real simple recipes. No, I'm only being silly. I really like this recipe. I know. When I first started making it, you know, because it's a smoked salmon pasta recipe, when I first started making it, which shows you how we've changed, is it was just pure cream, and I just used to reduce cream and Parmesan, and that was the sauce. These days, I must admit, I do add a bit of chicken stock to thin it down a bit, or to lighten it a bit, I suppose you'd say. I'm just putting some cream in a pan, adding some chicken or vegetable stock, and to that we add a little bit of pepper. And all we're going to do is then reduce that, and I've got some lovely Tasmanian salmon here. So all I'm going to do is slice that. Now don't put that while the sauce is reducing. All you do is throw it through the whole dish at the very end. So you keep the texture and you keep the flavour of the smoked salmon. I've also got some chives there, but the main thing I'm doing is just reducing that, to which I'm going to now add some Parmesan. Just some freshly grated Parmesan, quite a bit of it. We can always add a bit more at the end. Right, so some fettuccine which I've pre-cooked, which I'll throw in there. Just slice some of these chives. I've got enough chives to sink a ship here. Well, it's a big bunch. Now you won't need salt because the salmon will have the salt content. I'll just have a little taste of that sauce just to make sure I've done it well. That is delish, delish. Oh yes, just toss that through. It'll just warm that salmon without cooking it. Sometimes the simplest dishes are just beautiful, aren't they? And that is very, very simple, but I promise you very tasty. A few more chives and a little bit of freshly grated Parmesan as well. And I've got to go with that most beautiful rosé. And that's from my mates at Celador, Sasha and his wife. They said this will go brilliantly because it's got, as they described it, some really lovely summery berry flavours. Seems very fitting for that dish. Oh gee, that's good. Thanks guys, well done. Anyway, a very, very simple dish. You can whip it up in about 2 seconds flat, but it's got class, you know, because of the smoked salmon and the Parmesan cream, using some decent Parmesan. It's got some class. So use good Parmesan for that. I use some Grana Padano, and the rosé is the crowning glory.